So talk
I've
to
already
us
taken
about.
Aiden to school, got some coffee, and it didn't work.
So tell us about what are your impression? What were your impressions of the game last night? I mean, yesterday afternoon.
Man, the Panthers were outcoached, outplayed, outmanned, out everything. It was a top to bottom thing for me. What is this? Why does other stuff keep opening up? What's going on with this?
That was
With
Super
us,
weird. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I'm
well,
here. I can hear you.
we can hear you. You're good.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Something kept popping up on my screen, but no, like it was just top down, just a disappointment. I didn't have lofty expectations of that defense going in, just because I'm still not a fan of the scheme. They got better in the offseason, but there were so many holes that still needed to be filled. They're very, very, very vulnerable and thin at linebacker, very thin at safety, and it showed yesterday. They've not been able to defend tight ends in a couple of years now. And as you saw, you mentioned tight end long that you weren't really super familiar with. Every tight end eats against that Carolina Panthers defense. But I will say this, there was definitely an expectation for that offense to look better.
Oh, definitely.
They brought back, yeah.
I was assuming that it was going to definitely look better than that Bryce Young throws some infirmary balls, man. Like he gonna get you hurt now.
And that was what was surprising to me. I wouldn't, coming into this, we've seen Bryce throw bad balls in the first two seasons, but not hospital balls. The hospital balls were to Hunter Renfro, is what I'm assuming you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, Adam Thielen makes those catches, and those aren't hospital balls. So
Mm.
when a lot of people are like, "Oh, they're not gonna miss Adam. They got young receivers now. Adam 35." That's where you miss an Adam Thielen. There's a catch, or I'm sorry, a pass deep left to Hunter Renfro, slightly underthrown. Wasn't a perfect ball, but
Oh shit. I know.
if
I don't know.
Adam Thielen gets a PI call,
Gotcha. So who
yeah,
is so
I
right
can hear you.
now?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It was going in and out, but so right now we're with Sheena. Quick out the blocks, quick blitz, best. I don't care if you watch the Carolina Panthers or you're not. It is the best spaces. Like they are. It is just like
Man,
they're like therapists. It's the calmest I've seen Vashti as well. Like it's just like she's because everybody else is angry, so Vashti doesn't even have a chance to be mad. It feels like, but I saw something early. Now you have to go away from it once you get down a few scores. But my questions of your coach would be this: why, when you're getting what it feels like you're getting 7 yards a clip in your running game
would you stop
in
running the
Jack,
ball?
why would you go away from that to start throwing it when it's clearly you're not being as successful with that? And also, why not just go walk away with points on drives? You went for it a few times on fourth down when you were inside the Jags territory, and you have a really good rookie kicker. Now,
Kicker,
I'm selfish because I had him getting 2 field goals, and I'm mad about that. He should have had 3. But I'm just curious.
right?
What are the thoughts on the coaching on coaching like that, like maybe even the offensive strategy?
Well, I think this. I think that he was trying to make a statement. When you were you within the five, or inside the five, those are definitely four down territories, and they were facing second and two from the 6 yard line. Like they should have been able to get 2 yards in two downs. But as far as going forward on fourth down earlier in the game or in the different parts of the game, I think he was just trying to be aggressive. He gambled, and unfortunately, he was on the losing end of those gambles yesterday. I still don't understand the empty set on 4th and 1 at the 5. I don't get that, or why you don't at least give Chuba the ball. I'm not sure. We'll hear from him today at 120. People have a lot of questions about that and that particular play. Of course, Bryce was asked about it. The offensive linemen were asked about it, and there was so much that was unsaid that really told us how they really felt about that play call.
Gotcha.
We saw Bryce really, really frustrated on the sideline, threw his helmet down. Of course, we asked Dave about that. Dave said that it was just frustrations and just competitive nature. It wasn't directed towards him. As Bryce the same thing. Bryce said it was just competitive nature. That he said it was just things that happened that had to do with not executing. Rob Hunt said we ran what was called. It just didn't work. So you can tell and you as a player, James, you know what those statements mean.
Yeah,
I don't think they like the play call.
Oh, no, without a doubt. Like, no, the play, like, I would be especially when it's not working. Also, when it seems like you're trying to force something and the guy can't get in rhythm. Like I saw, I forgot what broadcaster was that destroyed Leggett, because he gave up terrible effort on one of those plays, as far as blocking and then not being able to get his feet in bounds and stuff like that. But it is very frustrating at times when it doesn't seem like anything's working. And I'll be honest with you, when you feel like you're going up against an opponent that is, if not inferior or on the same level of bad as you are, you feel like you should be competing a little bit better.
They absolutely should have competed better than that. What they showed yesterday was abysmal and it was embarrassing. It just nothing was in sync. Even, the snaps. Some of the snaps seemed rushed. Some of them were high. Austin Corbett, the center, he said, I don't know what's going on behind me, what side snapped the ball. So he didn't know that his snaps were bad. No one was telling him that his snaps needed to be better. So it's just the lack of communication, the lack of cohesiveness. Dave Canales said that the mood in the locker room was surprised. Like, I don't think any of them expected to be that ass yesterday, but they definitely were. I'm sorry, you just don't get blown out by the Jags. No disrespect, but you just don't get blown out by the Jags.
I mean, it's something that's doesn't happen often in our history, but it does show you. Liam Cohen definitely came with a lot of hype as far as offensive play calling. You can definitely see it change compared to what we had before. And you can see they had to be prepared for a bunch of different things. Overall, where do you think the Panthers go from here?
Hell, ain't nowhere else for them to go. I mean, where else is there
should
for?
they? Because a lot of people in your spaces were hitting the panic button, and like they were just ready
They're
to talk
hitting the
about
panic
draft.
button.
Are you talking about
Yeah,
draft
because
in November, or are we talking about like playing meaningful games in November?
they're ready to hit the panic button because it's PTSD. They've been here and seen this so many times. They're like, man, we see what's happening. We see what's going on. Somebody Burt talking about this is not the last year Jags. That Jags team was not head and shoulders above the Panthers. They were head and shoulders above the Panthers yesterday. But as far as paper and talent wise, that should have been a more competitive game. Even if the Jags won by 3, won by 6, even won by 10, that was supposed to be a better game. You know what I mean? That was supposed to be a better game. And I think that's what is so frustrating. And the other thing that's frustrating is that Dave Canales, for the second year in a row, didn't really play the starters in that preseason. They're like, look, y'all ain't Kansas City. Y'all are not the Ravens. You got, veterans that have had success that are playing in preseason games. Panthers, who do you think you are to not play your veterans? And then the week one is like a preseason game because everybody's trying to get in sync instead of actually using the preseason for the preseason. So there's a lot of concerns. There's a lot, like I said, mostly in that space and even outside of that space on Twitter. What I've seen is people are just like frustrated with the familiarity of it. They were expecting something different. This goes out and happens. They feel like it's the same old Panthers, and they're like, you know what, not even gonna get my hopes up. So that's why they're looking forward to the draft. It's dramatic as hell. It is, but no one expected that. And even the touchdown, that was a garbage time touchdown. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they really scored 3 points if you really look at it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of and those spaces get hyped, though. I'm not even going to hold you. They definitely get lit in there. People love to hear themselves talk and giving fans a chance to vent. And even when games are going good, to just voice their opinions during the halftime, people really appreciate that.
It definitely was interesting. I was curious to how you guys actually do that during halftime in the press box, but it wasn't really loud. It wasn't really even that bad because I was just like, man, they really in there just wilding out like that. But yeah, I see. But it was a good look. It's good seeing you as well as Vashti. I guess I won't see you again until. You said what?
We're not gonna skip past that. We're not gonna skip past that press box being sweltering.
I told you it was gonna be hot, man. It's because it faces the sun.
Nah,
I don't even think it's
man.
the air
Nah,
conditioning per
man.
se, as much as that's where the sun, like at 1 p.m., that's where the sun is at. And
Jesus.
it is hot. We had I won't lie to you, the food is there's better food that they've
Yeah.
had. It wasn't really that great. I don't like the brisket chili, they could have left that alone. Give me my record. I like
I
chili
thought
though.
that was the best thing they had up there, though. Which
I
isn't
like
saying a
chili though.
lot.
So that's the problem. Is
Yeah.
like I don't want no brisket like that. I
In your
need regular
chili.
chili for my
Yeah.
dog. And then the ice cream is
Yeah.
the best thing to have.
And
But
then they were out of vanilla ice cream because everyone's trying to cool off. They ran out of
dang, that's
vanilla ice
tough.
cream.
We do have a
Yeah,
lot
it
of
was
sweets.
it was rough, man. The walk to the press box and down to the post game pressers for the visitors' locker room. We had to go. You were walking for 40 days and 40 nights to get to that
Yeah,
press
now
conference.
the construction made it worse. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like I actually found a shortcut now because like when I went there for the preseason game, I was like, "Yo, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I'm not finna walk all around the stadium to get
All
to
the
the
way
press."
around the stadium.
But
They
like,
told
there's
us
a
we had
way
to
to
be
get
escorted.
there and cut. Like, you just they technically my boss Chris Porter showed me how to do it, but it was definitely interesting. Y'all, but you know what? Now that I think about it, no, y'all press box is nicer. I remember being there for the ACC championship game. It's a newer press
Yeah.
box. It's newer than ours. Like we're renovating. 2028 is gonna look fire, hopefully. But y'all food wasn't that great for the ACC championship game. I felt bad. They gave us chicken tenders and fries.
Was it? Well, were they Bojangles? Supremes?
No, it was just regular ass chicken fingers. It
Oh, I
wasn't
don't
no.
know what y'all
I
got
know what
then.
Bojangles. Right now, man, they all the
Oh
Bojangles are
no.
gone in Jacksonville.
Well, see, our
I need
post
some bow
game is
rounds. I should
always
have told you to bring me some bow rounds. I'd have ate them cold.
around. Our, our post game, well, not our, but the Panthers post game press box food is always Bojangles Supremes.
Dang.
You know, during the game, there's brisket and mac and cheese and all of those things.
Man, none of
Halftime
that.
glizzies and brats. Yeah,
They did not. I do not remember that for 2023. But right now, if FSU does what they're supposed to do, I will be seeing you in Charlotte
for sure.
because them boys is. I'm not there yet, but like I'm. We beat Virginia. I'm telling some elite lies.
Elite
I need to
lies
see
is
Miami
crazy.
play USF. If Miami struggles with USF, I'm telling some elite lies. But outside of that, man, good. Like I said, it was good. Hold up, wait a minute. Where are the two Bojangles in Jacksonville? Because the one on Southside Boulevard that I've been going to since I've lived here it's been closed for like 2 years. Like, where are these Bojangles in Jacksonville that y'all are talking about? Oh, you're right. Man, they got a Bojangles at a gas station. Man, I ain't talking about that shit. Man, I don't want no gas station Bojangles. That ain't
Wait, at the gas
Bojangles.
station?
Yeah, like right when you get into
Bojangles
the
at the gas
airport, there
station?
is a gas station right by the
Oh,
airport on the same road you
I
go.
got you.
It has a Bojangles in there. It's not the same. He is right about that, but the Bojangles are in the hood. Never mind. Not going to
Wow,
not doing that. Doing that with
you are
these people.
crazy.
Getting me robbed for a Bowberry biscuit. Like, I needed it. But anyways, girl, it was good seeing you. Oh, how did the photographer do? He do all right?
He did great. He did great.
Shout out to Royal Productions for going out there. You got all on Facebook. He is so proud and happy. Like, I think he might have cried.
Aw, you're
So
so you're a
Sheena's out
mess.
here making dreams come true.
You're insane.
But all right, girl. I'll
You are
holler at you later though.
insane.
Appreciate you coming on and talking about your team getting their ass whooped by us.
And
And
whoop, bro.
y'all
Curb
make sure y'all
stomp.
check out
Molly walked.
at Sheena_Marie3 for great pictures, great football insight, all these other different things. I believe that's her IG as well. As her
Yeah.
Twitter. And check out her and Vashti's halftime show spaces. Always the best spaces that every time I've gone in there, it's been very entertaining, very colorful. So I'll talk to you later.